Hello and welcome to the Telephone Game, a YouTube hop by the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. This is the layout that I was sent by the lovely Moira, and as you see, there's some lovely bold pops of color, some hearts, some tags, some viewfinders, some splatty bits, 2 photos, and a whole bunch of beautifulness. So I decided to use the Coco Vanilla Studios Unforgettable collection, and these are all the papers that I have chose to use. I do believe one of those does not add, because I just went through the collection kit and grabbed out some papers. So I believe I do not actually even use one of those. I'm going to use this lovely wood grain for my background paper, and I'm just going to trim a smidge off of each side, and I'm going to mat it on that white piece of cardstock that you see there, because Moira had her layout matted as well. Now, because I went on each side because I didn't want to take too much of the wood grain off the top or bottom, or each side, because I really like the knots in the wood. And this is like a lovely gray wash wood grain. Like it is so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this stuck down. Now I do this all the time where I layer it up on the piece of paper that I'm matting it to. I get it centered, and then I use my arm to hold the paper in place and get one line of glue or tape on the one side, and then fold it up and get the others down. So I'm going to use 2 photos as well. However, they're going to be a smidge smaller. My fiance was taking the pictures, and apparently he did not understand the concept of centering. Not real sure there. But it's like we were all to the side there. He was trying to get everything in the photo. I know what he was doing, because this was my 40th birthday when I came home from work. And yes, it was my 40th birthday in 2020, and I was actually working in the office for the month of November and December, sporadically, because even though COVID, there had to be someone in the office at all times. And the girl that had been doing it for the entire year of 2020 had to get her vacation time in, right? So when I came home from work, they had made me dinner and bought me a cake and cards and presents, and it was just so cute. So and it was like the one time that it's very limited where they let me take pictures of them, and this is when they were letting me take pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and cut down the cut aparts, and I am going to fussy cut those 4 butterflies out. And I believe I try to use all of these. I think I actually do use all of these pieces as layers behind my photo, because I did have the layout in front of me that Moira did, but I wasn't trying to copy it exactly. And she did have several layers behind all of her 2 photos. So I did layers, but I did them at like wonky angles, and you'll see that here in a minute. Love that piece right there with the beautiful black and pops of color. So I did go ahead and angle my pictures right next to each other, which is something that I was doing for quite some time, and then I got away from it, and I'm doing it again because I really like it. So I just basically stick one straight and angle the other one right on top of the photo, and I absolutely love doing that. So it's something that I will continue to do. So this is me and my son. And I am just going to, I took that white and gray piece and I cut it in half to make it look like it was one big old piece. And I've got the black with all the beautiful colors on it as the main border mat. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this part down, because I'm going to start popping in all those little 3x4 pieces of paper. And I am literally just going to get them right in here, and I start to play with it to make sure I like it. And I am going to shove it up underneath there so that I can get everything done. But I just make one big block. Yeah, see, I got everything used from that cut apart. I'm going to get that gray one on there. And that is something rare, guys. I hardly ever get the cut aparts used. But this is such a cool, I like this. So you'll probably see this again when I have a cut apart in a collection. I am trying to work my way through a couple of these collections because new things are coming out, right? And I ordered the Coco Vanilla Legendary, the Unforgettable, and the Christmas collection. And this is the first time that I'm playing, and I ordered these back in like November. This is the first time that I'm playing with the Unforgettable. I've only made one other, not the first time. I guess it's not the first time. I've made another layout, but it was a simple one that I just used some butterflies and lots of mixed media. And I've started to use the Legendary in my son's graduation album. So I am really making my way through. I'm also, I'm hoarding the Christmas one because I'm doing it for the Christmas. I'm using it in each of the Christmas hops throughout the year. So you'll see that one all year long. But I really like that one too. Now I did remember that Moira had a element at the top, although she had hers at the top right because her big photo cluster and all of that stuff was on the bottom left, and I moved my photo clusters to the bottom. Well, it's kind of the middle there on the right side. And I really don't know why I did that. I guess it just felt like I was turned that way. Samuel's facing straight on, but I'm turned. So I went ahead and put the 2 tickets, and I did staple them to the top, and I will add more to that. I did pull out the pre-made, the little word phrases that come with the collection, which is family, and that is going to serve as my title, and I just kind of get that on there, and it was kind of wonky. I was trying to keep it straight, but I don't think it was meant to be straight. I'm going to come in because it is foam, and you guys know that that wasn't sticking. I'm going to come back in with some of my art glitter glue in my fine liner bottle, and I'm just going to randomly place some of those on the areas that I think need it the most. Had I tried to get glue all over the back of that and then shape that because it's so wonky and flimsy, I would have had glue all over my layouts. I don't know if you noticed, but I also took a little flower circle and cut it in half and stuck it into little places. And then I cut, these are the butterflies that I cut out, and then I'm just going to go ahead and I bend them in half. Like I fold them so that the wings have lift. Like I don't add anything behind them. Like obviously they'll probably, flatten back down in the album. But for now, they're like 3-dimensional. And I'm just going to pop all of these butterflies around the page. Some of them are ones that came in the embellishment kit. And most of them are ones that I fussy cut because they had one whole page that had little butterflies on it this size. And I cut the whole page. Like I fussy cut the whole page because these butterflies were beautiful. I did go ahead and take a couple of there were 3 feathers in the collection, and this just seemed like a layout to use it on, so I'm going to scatter them around my paper clusters here. I do think about once making a little cluster, but then I have no other feathers to stick anywhere, so I thought that didn't work. I am just using my liquid adhesive because I am shoving things underneath everything, and I'm just adding a feather around some of the butterflies, and then I'm going to come back in, grab that little 6x12 sticker sheet, and I am reading those word phrases, and I'm going to get a couple of these things stuck down onto the page. I'm not sure what that says, but it seems to work well. I love all these colors together, like the teals, the pinks, the sherbet oranges. It's just, this collection just makes my heart so happy. All right, so we are going to go ahead and keep sticking a couple of these little cute wordy bits all around the layout, and I'm tucking them and overlapping and putting them in all different places. And I'm going to stick a couple of these black foam hearts in several places because I did have the pop of black with the family. There is black on the tickets up here. I mean, there's just a couple small hints of black, but the big family it seemed like it was sticking out too much. So I'll go ahead and add 3 of those hearts. I am going to come in with some enamel dots. And this video is quickly coming to an end. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them down below and I will get back to you. I do appreciate all you guys for watching the videos and sending the love and the wonderful comments. That also makes my heart happy. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Well, before I say bye, we are going to have a couple close-ups. But for real, I will see you guys tomorrow.